Righty, so today is the day. Bore is getting put in. As you can see, I've let the lawn dry out like crazy, so you know when the truck comes on here, it doesn't sink down like crazy. But ugh, it's never looked like that before. So, gates out, hedges pulled out. As you can see, so they're going to come up the back here. So I think they're on the way now, so it won't be long. But keep you guys updated as much as I can. I'm going to try to film as much as I can. We'll see how we go though. But look at the front lawn too. She's crusty. Whew. Anyway, they'll be here soon. Yo mate, what up? Welcome to another lawn tip vid. So in this video I took a lot of footage, but I did not actually do any talking throughout it because I was so busy and it was loud as, so you wouldn't be able to hear anything. So today is going to be a lot of video footage. I might do a couple of like voiceovers, but yeah, you guys get to see the process because I took lots of video, so it's pretty interesting. Pretty cool how they actually bore for water with one of those big drill rigs. But yeah, anyway, let's get into it. So as you can see, it was quite a tight gap to get up the side of the house. Obviously I had to pull the fence out and some panels, but yeah, the truck driver, I tell you what, did an awesome job squeezing through that gap. There's a couple of mil between the fence and the gutter, so it was insane. Not too bad of a mess really. Sunk down a bit, nicked the fence. They did pretty well, I'll tell you what, to squeeze that through there. That's ridiculous. I tell you what, out the front, must have been compacted because it hardly squished anything. Oh, apart from that. I don't hear. Oh, stuff. Yeah, it did squish down a little bit. It's not too bad, really. It's a good thing I let the lawn dry out a bit, because otherwise we would have lost a lot more. Or sunk a lot more anyway. Right, so the drillers came back the next day because it was pretty late in the afternoon when they turned up. So the next day it was pretty smoky. A lot of the smoke had come in from the fires up near Lithgow and in the Blue Mountains. But yeah, today we started drilling. So you can see there's some hay bales surrounding the fence and the drill rig. So basically that's to stop all the silt and sediment to, you know, wash out onto the actual lawn itself. So it doesn't make a huge mess and we contain it in there. But yeah, we basically started drilling and this is how it goes. So I'm just going to put some B-roll here and have it going like that, and then afterwards I'll explain exactly what they did. So this drill head that you see here is basically like a hammer drill, but it has compressed air and water that actually go through it to help break up the bedrock. So as you can see, we're starting to get into it now, getting through the clay, and it does make quite a bit of a dusty mess, as you can see. So the reason they can get so deep with a rig like this is because there's heaps of 6 metre shafts attached to the side there. As you can see, it just came away and they actually thread to the heads themselves just like this here. So pretty cool, I thought. So every single metre that they drill, they actually take a sample and put it down on that black plastic there, and you can see the different types of soil types that we have each metre that we dig. But I'll show you the results at the end of the video of all the different types of soil and rock we got along the way. Alright, so we found water at 11 metres. How awesome is that? So they had to go a bit deeper, so they sumped it down to 25 metres, just so we got past all the clay and, you know, the stuff that actually would start to cave in. So we got down to some rock, we got down to some basalt, which you can see in the line of different types of soil and clay and then rock within each metre on the black plastic just here. So yeah, awesome. I'm so glad we got water, like so shallow. It is crazy. So yeah, next thing they did was put in 125 ml PVC casing basically. So yeah, so that was basically just so that we could keep it from collapsing. Just a really safe thing to do, it's a smart thing to do as well. And around that they put some filter gravel as well. And they also put some cuts in that PVC as well, just to let the water obviously get through the PVC, so when I pump it up, you're obviously able to pump some water through it. And the next thing they did was an airlift test. So basically they put down the air compressor again, they put the drill back down, dropped it down the bottom, and so they basically blew all the sediment out, a little bit of the oil that was in there, as much as they could, just to get it nice and clean. So you can see there's really clean water here as well after that. So that's what they're doing here at the end there. Yard has seen better days. Look at this. Death. You know what that's from though? I left my lawn for about 3-4 days without water, so I just struggled. A couple of dry spots. A lot of it's coming back. Look at this. You can see where it struggled here, and then random patches loved it. Weren't too worried. But yeah, a couple of dry spots. Some of the crowns got crushed when the ute was driving over here. Dry spots there, but seriously, it is not that bad. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than this, and the mess from the actual bore is like, it's nothing. Seriously, look at that. Just a little bit across the back of the fence there and up the side there. They need to be a couple of wheelbarrows full, and there's just a little bit of stuff here, some stones which I'll need to pick up, you know, because it's just the way it is. It's just some of the rock. But here's the bore here. I can't even get that off. So there's water like 11 meters down there, which is insane. So we hit water at 11 meters and then we sumped it to 25 meters. So awesome. Now it cost me all up around about it was around 6 grand. I don't want to tell you guys the exact breakdown of the prices because it's not very fair on the company, but yeah, around about $6,000 to have this installed. That's without the pump and everything still. Pump's not here. My brother and I are going to install the pump. We're going to obviously get some power to the pump as well from the shed. So there's going to be still a bit of digging to do up to the irrigation down there, but it's not too bad at all. Seriously. And it'll be fun to show you guys how to fix this up as well. You can just, it's funny, when the water came out, you can see like where it grained up. So like the water sort of ran to about here, and you can see where it's brown that it's green. Like there's a big massive green patch just here that is just like loving life because it had bore water sitting on there and it was thick and slushy. These are all the different layers of the soil we went through. The dogs obviously dug under the fence from next door and taken away one of the samples. But that was basically just clay, and you can see it gets clay and then it starts getting a little bit shaly. This is like, how many layers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's like 7 meters in, like that. That's when we first 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's when we first hit some water here, and then from there you can see they were sort of wet from there on in, a little bit muddy looking. Look at that. Then we started getting really quite a bit rockier, which is what we want. Then we start getting into some basalt, and then look at this. Whew. And it's still wet. So as you can see, when the truck came through here, it did sink down a bit, like we've lost like 10 centimeters or something. Like it's dipped down through here. It's a bit hard to see on camera. Anyway, yeah, it definitely sunk down there. It's obviously just a little bit wetter. But not much damage at all. You can see here where it's sunk as well. That's sunk down there. That's just the way it is. But it's considerably not that bad really, compared to what you think it would be. Dried out a little bit out the front because again I didn't water for a few days, so I'm gonna have to overseed those sections. Definitely dried out just there as well. Whew, that's the worst I've ever seen my yard. It's a bit sad. Yeah, and we've had really hot temps too, like we're having 35 degrees. Today's gonna be 36, tomorrow's 38, and then 39 on Saturday, possibly 40, so some hot days coming. So probably won't have the bore installed, like the pump, before those days hit, which is not fun, but at least like they didn't run over any sprinklers, So irrigation still works. Anyway, thanks guys so much for watching, really appreciate it. Hopefully you found interest in that video. I found it really interesting watching it. Thanks so much to the guys too at Waterman Drillers that helped actually drill this bore. Awesome guys, awesome for letting me film them on the day as well. It was great. Tell you what, I was stressing when we first started it, like, you know, the deeper you go, the more money it's going to cost. So I'm so glad that we hit water as early as we did. It's just awesome. But yeah, thanks guys so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and you have a good week. Yeah, there's no way you're going to be able to see down there. Hi! Hi! But I can see water from here, and it's not that far down. It's crazy. Hi!